Liam, a game against another former club, but this time a club you know as a player, so a little bit further back.
Yes, club I had a good few years there, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the people, the place, the football club. We probably underachieved at the time with the squad that we had. But yeah, I was a young player, learning, growing, and there couldn't be any more welcoming at the time.
A couple of similarities then here. It's two former Premier League clubs, two clubs that find themselves in the bottom half of League One, two clubs that have changed manager already after a slow start. Lots of similarities.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's football, isn't it? You know, 1 minute you're flying high, and you know, the next minute you've been hit, you know, quite hard in certain areas. But like I say, two very experienced managers who I think, you know, in my opinion, will get both clubs right.
Looking like it'll be a cracking game. With the change of manager, I guess they'll be asking the same questions. Does that make it more difficult to prepare because smaller sample size?
Not at the minute really, because you know we're more concentrate on ourselves. You know, with what we've got available, with the strides and steps forward that we want to take as a team, individually and collectively. So yeah, at the minute it's more about ourselves and preparing the best we can for each and every game.
I guess this is more for the fans, but traditionally Reading don't do well at Blackpool. What's your take on that? Do you bothered by records like that, or do you think I can change that?
I'd like more positive questions, but yeah, I think you can never really affect the history. You know, tomorrow doesn't really exist. You concentrate on the present, and the present is that you know we'll turn up, be the best version of ourselves, and we'll go from there.
First away game for you as well. So, what are the difference in preparations between home and away?
Obviously, the travelling, you know, from so far away, and everything else, the preparation. You know, again, you've got to lend on your experience and make sure you prepare the best you can. You know, with an early kick-off, etc. You know, we've got a young team, so it's important that they're aware of it, and you know the nutrition, etc. Everything that leads into the 12 o'clock kick-off. But yeah, it's more of the same. You know, can we have the same output? Whether we, you know, it's a game of football at the end of the day, same pitch, 11v11. And can, like you say, we have the same output, the same high speed, sprint distance, etc. to go and try and win a game of football.
Obviously, spent a lot of time together here at Bearwood, but an excellent opportunity for bonding as well.
Yeah, it is. Like you say, still learning. We've been together in the league 180 minutes, so to speak. So we're still learning about each other. We're still learning about the demands that we want to put on each other, both backwards and forwards. And we're learning quickly. So it's again, it's a really good chance to spend some quality time together. See how we certainly get on and we travel. And again, going into an away game, which I'm looking forward to because I know we take a really good following. You know, the fans are fantastic, both home and away at this club, so looking forward to it.
And what are the challenges of an early kick-off? Is it something you like, or would you prefer everything 3 o'clock on a Saturday?
As human beings, we don't like change, do we, sometimes? But at the end of the day, as long as you prepare properly and you get this, you know, the amount of tactical preparation, sleep, rest, nutrition, if you get that right, you know, you'll make sure you get a positive result, which is what we're trying to do.
And as someone who will know Blackpool well, what can our fans expect from a Saturday or even a Friday night in Blackpool in November?
Well, let them tell you. It could be anything in Blackpool on a Friday night in November. I'm sure, you know, within the few thousand, they'll have different experiences, but hopefully they'll all come away with a good performance and 3 points.
Well, the weather won't be quite as nice as it is today at Bearwood, will it? That's for sure.
I wouldn't have thought so. Like I said, I spent quite a bit of time up there, you know, by the coast, so I suggest it'll be quite windy and blowy, but you know, both sets of fans will be full of voice, and again, the game will be competitive, I'm sure.
And coming into this fixture on the back of that fixture against Rotherham as well, in front of the fans, we had a few days to reflect on that. What have been the thoughts of you and your staff since then?
Yeah, probably much of the same. You know, I think when you control a game that much, you know, you have that many final third entries. You know, our penetration and our end product has got to be better. You know, we've got to find that edge. That's individually. You know, our forward players have got to now be very aware of hitting bigger numbers, better numbers. And, you know, like I say, we're learning about each other and, you know, we've got to get better each time. So watching the game back, you know, do I think we should have won the game comfortably? Not really, but do I think we should have won the game? Yes, you know, with a couple of penalties and like you say, when we controlled the game as much as we did against the top 6, so to speak, team, you know, it's good progression forward. So this week we've been working on, you know, how we can be better, how we can have more penetration, how we can be a little bit more ruthless. Because again, you know, we go from a structure to solution to execution, and the players, you know, carry that responsibility of the execution.
And with a Saturday to Saturday week now, it's a regular week. You've not had any of that since you've been in charge here.
No, and it's great that, you know, that's what you like, you know, especially when, you know, you're new to each other, you're trying to get your methods, your methodology, and your habits instilled within a group of people. And at the minute, as we know, it's forever changing with injuries and fitness levels, etc. But we spoke about that, and now it's my responsibility to improve on all the areas around the football club. I've been given the task to bring the football club forward in each and every department, and that's what I'll do.
Good stuff. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.